I'm on my phone.
Yeah, I'm on my phone, so make sure the child's out of the house. So
I'm hiding in my garage.
Super cool to have you here.
Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you for having us.
A little introduction. Who are you girls?
We are Themzy, Jemima and Belinda.
Or if you want to go by our nicknames, it's Gemzy and Benz. So collectively, Gemzy and Benz make Themzy.
So Themzy.
Yeah, Themzy. And if you want to, you can play around with pronouns or whatever, but it really was like, who are we? Like, I don't know. We're them
Gemzy and Benz.
We're Themzies. We're them guys, you know, we're Themzies, them chicks.
Super cool.
Oh, you're cutting out of me. I can't
Tell me how did Themzy become? How did you girls end up DJing?
Well, if you want to go way back, we have been friends. So, yeah, we've been friends since we were yay high. No, this is like an absolute lifelong friendship that we have had. So we have been through thick and thin together. And so with that, it's not just like, oh, we've, you know, been friends, but like with that is our musical history together. We've been through all the throes in life together. And with that comes all the different music genres, all the different tastes, or we've been to the same concerts, we've been to the same DJ gigs, we've been to the same raves, we've been to the same doofs, we've done everything together. So when you want to think about how we came together, well, we've never been apart. Really.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
So it was just a given that.
Then, right, to start DJing, we saw a girl DJing that we really liked at a festival, and we thought, let's put on a party, and she's going to play at it, and we're going to play at it. And so from then on, we got an online DJ course, and Jemima's husband, Alex, already had gear. And we just started practicing to play for this party that we put on with 350 people. We sold tickets for that first party, and it was massive and awesome.
Yeah,
and it just went from there.
My partner always says you got to make your own opportunities in life. And I just lost my headphone. Yeah, you got to make your own opportunities in life. And as you can see behind me, we've got like the Clitoverse sign. They're the parties that we run. And like we'll make our own opportunities, chuck ourselves on as some headliners, even though we've never ever played a live gig before. Which, if you think about it, is so crazy. I think what it showed, and because we are founders of the Clitoverse, which is a huge event party collaboration of all female DJs, and it was just to highlight that there's just not enough chicks doing what we're doing, you know, and I definitely think it is now, but as we've seen over the years, it's been a pretty like male heavy kind of industry. So we wanted to shake things up a bit and you know get more chicks up there, and that just like it just rolled from there.
Yeah, there's definitely need to be more focus on the chicks because and don't the girls, I would like to call them, not the chicks.
I'll take anything, to be honest.
So it's girls.
Yeah. Oh, you've got 3 girls? Yeah, we've all got kids too. So yeah.
So, and yeah, I've been looking at the industry. It's becoming better, but it's still very male dominant. And how is it for girls to be in that world?
Well, like, it's still really intimidating, to be very honest with you. Like, you know, when we want to put our stuff forward, or we're just like, hey, check out our sound. Like, I still feel there's like, this like, please look at me kind of thing, you know, because like a lot of the crews, especially like the bass heavy kind of stuff that we want to play or what we want to get into, like it's just, you know, there's too many dicks on the dance floor. we say. And you've kind of got to fight through this with like intimidation. You know, it can be intimidating because, you know, we're not spring chickens ourselves. You know, we've started this as a bit of an older age, and so we kind of pick up on it a little bit more. That there's, you know, there's guys, and we've still got to try and like do this like impress and you know, are we good enough, like, you know. So yeah, it's hard. It's definitely harder. Yeah.
In saying that, I think now is a good time though for females, because you are seeing a lot more females coming up and hearing a lot of promoters wanting women on the bill.
Yeah, it's definitely become better. Like 15 years ago, you only had chicks on the flyer because it attracted males. Now it's becoming more because they got real talent. Like,
yeah.
So I'm wondering if, what did you say, 15 years ago?
Yeah, roughly. That's what I was.
Was it also? Yeah, roughly. Was it also that there weren't as many females doing it? Or were there actually a lot of females doing it and they just weren't getting the opportunities? It's just a question.
It was still very male dominant and not that many females. And they also pretty much had to invent this Jane thing to actually tell it was girls playing.
Yeah.
But the males, the promoters knew it will attract more audience having them there. It was not because so much of the talent, unfortunately, not that they didn't have it. But it was more of a, I would say, a sexism thing on the floor.
Right.
Yeah, well, this is like another thing I have with like chicks getting up there and like, you know, being maybe overly sexualized when they play. So with the rise of like, you know, being able to, like, anyone can promote themselves as a DJ these days, like, undoubtedly. But, you know, some young chick with her tits out, it's going to get some traction, you know, and that pains me to see that as well. When I'm like
me.
Or
you know,
girls like me.
Yeah, or the old chicks like us. Because I'm like, we're just
the Instagram algorithm and it's not working.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe, yeah, I don't know. What are we going to change? So yeah.
But
so,
you kind of
took
it in your own hand with your own parties. I can understand. Yeah, that's so cool.
So our own parties, when we put them on. So, you know, we're all about, of course, like, there's the main crew that we have, and we try to have a mix of genres that we put on. Kind of really started as quite a tech house based thing, and, you know, what we call like entry level electronic for a lot of people to come to parties. So, you know, and it's true, like, you know, because we get a lot of women at our parties because they feel it's a safe space for them to come and explore that part of them that maybe they wouldn't at some of those, like, you know, parties that you see marketed. Like, you can even tell at posters sometimes, you're like, no chick's going to go to that. Like, look how dark and evil the poster is. Like, you know, we've had this like marketing that's fun and uplifting and encourages you to kind of dress up and just be whoever you want to be for the night, you know. But as we've grown, as we've grown as a collective, though, we've, like, our music taste and as artists and as a collective, we've kind of gone into these like heavier kind of bassier styles. So we always make sure we've got anything from tech house to D&B to, you know, bass heavy, and, you know, we're trying to get these crowds to, like, you know, explore a little bit more like electronic. Like, it goes a lot further these days than just your basic house music.
Yeah, it's become a very, sorry, you go.
You go, Pip.
I was saying, it's just become a really amazing event that's been so successful. We're putting on our next one next month, and we sold 350 tickets within the first week.
Oh.
Yeah, we've actually, we've capped it now, and like, we're 6 weeks out from the event, and we've just got, you know, people jumping at it, like, because they've missed out. We kind of capped it and at 550, but we could easily just keep rolling and rolling and rolling. But logistically, as people that hold events, that gets more and more dramas. So we've got to contain it and make it seem special too.
Yes, of course.
But it's a good thing at this time too, because there are so many festivals, major festivals in Australia anyway. I don't know what it's like there, but that are failing at the moment. Splendour in the Grass didn't go ahead this year. Another big one, Blues and Roots, isn't happening next year. So these major long-standing festivals are not happening now. So for us to have this event that's been so successful continuously is awesome.
Yeah.
Super awesome.
And all female DJs.
And we try to have like everyone, it's not even like female DJs, we try to get as many people even organized with our event, like so whether like photographers or anything like that, we try and get them, everyone's female, you know, or female, you know, queer, anything like that. So just to broaden our spectrum of looking for people and giving people different opportunities as well that might not happen in the normal world. And we want it to be because we actually really appreciate their fucking talent.
Yeah.
Not token. It's not token. That's I know we actually appreciate it.
And yeah, the bass house you're talking about, it seems to be picking up right now. I can see it on my label. I got the We Talk Music label, and I can see more and more bass house. It's coming now.
Yeah, well, that's so. Bass house is kind of like what we started with, or like, you know, tech house into bass house, and we've noticed like a lot of people just don't like play that style around us. It's either, you know, you do tech house or you do, you know, 140 dubstep. Like there's no like in between.
Yeah.
And so that's why we kind of like to kind of bring those genres in together and kind of, you know, dabble between the two, which is really fun.
Yeah, I just got to listen to it last year, and I was like, "What the fuck is this music? That's so cool."
Thanks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's definitely the thing that, like, you know, when we're playing shit, I'm like, it has to be making me move.
Yeah. That's how I produce music. Rule. I make music for myself. I gotta move.
I gotta move. Like my hips need to be moving, man. My hips need to be moving. And like we've got a good thing, like as a duo. You know, I mean any DJ has it, but it's always fun because when we're a duo, we always say we've got a hype person for the crowd. You've always got the other one like hyping. So it's like, hey, this sound might be new. This might be new for you, but if someone's up there like really hyping it for you, like they're selling it, you know.
So besides the first gig, what is the most memorable gig you have had?
Splendour in the Grass.
Yeah, I'd say Splendour.
Do you know this festival?
No, I don't know that one. So please tell me.
It's Australia's biggest festival. It has a lot of like pop mainstream music, and then there's the electronic stage as well. But it's been running for many years. And we were asked actually to play that festival, and we opened the TP Forest, which is the big electronic stage there. So that was a major privilege.
That's a highlight.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool. Yeah.
So it was wicked. We started playing, and because we were the first act on for the whole festival, no one was in the crowd, and then like very quickly we just saw people coming until we just had hundreds of people there, and it was just going off.
Yeah, I remember like Ben's looking at me just going, "Here they come, Mimes, here they come." I mean, just like the moment that first kind of beat started kicking in, we just like, and you know, that was a really fun set. Like it's been said, it's Australia's biggest festival, and unfortunately like it got canned, you know, because of ticket sales, because mostly it's a mainstream festival. You know, I think they didn't this year try and put on enough electronic acts. Like I think electronic music is where it's at the moment, you know, and they tried to put on too many acoustic things, and they didn't get ticket sales. And so I'm so glad we kind of got to to do that, but it was such a privilege. It was like after, like, you know, we really hadn't been DJing long at all, and then all of a sudden we were opening the electronic stage at Splendour, so it was pretty cool.
Yeah, but it's the same here in Europe. The normal festivals, they still get those rock bands and all that, and the crowd really don't want that.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, how, like, oh my God. So there's all these talented musicians that,
Because they are going down, but the electronic festivals, pretty much everyone is keep on going. So
yeah,
that's where it's
the sign of the times, like, you know, it goes with all that. We're so like on technology all the time, and people want to just be going all the time and like hearing new things, and like the electronic realm at the moment in terms of like sounds is just like being pushed, like every limit's kind of being pushed a lot. And you know, to find new music, it's like people just want to hear new stuff all the time. Like we've, you know, it's good.
It's the hunt.
Same here. It's a hunt. It's a hunt for the new sound.
Constant hunt.
Which we're always on the hunt for, right?
Yeah.
So at one of the gigs, you met Kashmir from Architect Records.
Yeah.
He told me his story. Now I want to hear yours, because I think he was drunk or something, so he can't really remember.
So well, I remember, so yeah, we had our own stage there, the Clitoverse. And so basically there was a giant roller disco there, and the stage was built into a giant vagina. And so
the roller vulva.
Yeah, it was called the roller vulva. So through the day you could roller skate and use it as like a roller disco, and then at night it turned into us using it as a stage. And like we wanted to showcase, we had so many artists, like not only ourselves, like heaps of other artists that we like got to come and join, which was fun. Like, you know, getting everyone was so excited to come and play at the Clitoverse. And it wasn't like everyone wants to just play in a giant vagina, right? And you know, honestly, that night wasn't like the biggest night for us in terms of like an actual stage, but my partner always says, like, doesn't matter who's there, you just get on there and you go for it no matter what. And you know, we had a great fucking time, absolute great time. And that was like the Friday night, and on Sunday afternoon, I think I was just sitting out randomly in the artist lounge, and we were just chatting to this other guy called Grouch, and there's this guy there, and he's going, oh, the only two chicks that I've seen, like, you know, play anything good this weekend was these two girls wearing leopards. And I was listening to this guy talk, or he was talking to my partner actually, and Alex is like, oh, that's her, like her. And he's like, what? No way. And we were talking, and I was like, yeah, that was me playing. And yeah, we kind of like, we chatted about it. And you meet people at a festival, you know, everyone's a bit cooked, whatever. And we chatted, you know what it's like. And I remember we chatted for a while, and then we kind of left and came out and partied. And I remember, you know, getting home from the festival, telling Benz about it. And we kind of never heard from Avi again. And then the next festival we went to, we were playing at Earth Frequency, and we got put on the late night stage, and which was challenging because we got told we were playing late night, but not to play bass heavy music. And we're like, well, that's what we do. But we saw it as a creative challenge to do something a little bit different, and I think we nailed it. And then, you know, I look down the crowd, and there's Avi again.
Well, he had been talking to all his friends about these girls that he had seen play at Rabbits Eat Lettuce, the last festival, all his industry friends, and someone said to him, those girls are playing here too. So that's how you need to catch us at the 2 a.m. time slot.
Yeah.
That time.
Yeah. He came to me immediately and said, do you know Bass House? Oh, yeah, I know Bass House. I see two girls playing. So yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
I think he said that to a lot of people.
Yeah. So yeah, it was like a bit serendipitous, to be honest, that we actually got to hook up, and finally, because he'd only chatted to me, and he finally met Benz, and then it's kind of been happening ever since then.
Okay.
Yeah, so it was like, yeah, it was meant to be, but you know, it was funny because you meet someone at a festival and you're like, oh, I don't think anything's going to happen out of that, you know, like, but it did. So it's, yeah, and here we are chatting to you. So
Yeah, it sounds like a cool project, the Architect Records. So good for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he knows what he's doing. He's been doing it for years. So
yeah, well, that's you know, the more we kind of got to speak to other people and go, okay, yeah, it's all, and you know, for finally to like, we always, whenever we play too, always like, you know, doesn't matter how many people there, or whatever, there might just be that one right person in the crowd, one right person, you know. And we've done some big crowds and small crowds. Yeah, it doesn't matter. There's that one right person, and that's all that matters sometimes. So
exactly.
yeah,
I'm famous for cleaning floors, so I know those small 1, 2, or 3 persons that keep on standing there. Those are the guys.
Yeah. They're the ones that, hey, this shit sounds good. Yeah, and that kind of, that set that we do to the rabbits, the one that he heard, kind of we got so much traction off that, so it's been great.
Yeah. Listen to your DJ set on the Architect Records, and it's super cool.
Yeah.
So how does the future look?
Well, the next big thing we've got is our next Clitty party. That's next month. So that's going to be a massive one. That's our hoedown. So, so that one we're looking forward to. That'll be our kind of biggest one that we've done in terms of our party. And then we've got Deliverance Festival, which we're pretty stoked about because we've always heard that that's the one that you want to get because it's a, you know, they're the people you want to play in front of. So
it's just like a one stage industry bass music.
Yeah.
Oh,
festival.
That sounds cool.
Yeah. And that's like where, you know, we've, as we said before, we're not spring chickens. Like we still love doofing, man. So raving. That's where we have our most fun. Like we want to create music that people are like fucking grinding to and getting down to on the dance floor because we still want to do that. We still want to do that, you know? And so
you never let it go.
You never let it go. It's good to know.
You only get old when you stop dancing, so don't stop dance. That's
right.
Yes. So yeah, like and knowing, like we always talk about, you know, the old days of partying when it was just one stage and there was hardly any setup. It was just about the music. Yeah, no security.
Yeah.
Just about the music. and so Deliverance is like kind of like that. So I'm super stoked that we actually get together on that one. So and then it's, you know, it's a juggle for us. We don't we have families like yourself, so you know, it's a juggle to get around to things.
Yeah, exactly. You got family, so I was actually going to ask you about that. How is life besides being DJs? You're obviously not living from it for now.
Yet.
Well, Ben's you chat. You got.
I have just moved to Melbourne, so I was living in Bellingen, where Jemima is in New South Wales, the east coast of Australia, and I've moved interstate down to Melbourne like 3 months ago. So I'm still settling in here. So that's been a big mix up for Mima and I, a big change as well for how we work together now. And you know, I would every Friday go to her house and we would just jam together all afternoon and create things and play. So it's been tough actually to not be there with her and do this all. We're just on the calls like this and trying to
we do this and we try and Dropbox shit that we mix to each other.
Yeah, I sent her a recording today and we're making it happen because we just have to. And
we just don't think it's like just a new
like
creative challenge.
What's that?
It's like twins being separated.
Yeah,
it is.
It is. It is, but you know, we just creative challenge. We make it work. We make it. We've still got like exactly the same taste and all that. That doesn't change. you know. And so what we find online and like the sounds that we're into, that we still have those same little like nuances in our kind of understanding of music that just, you know, it doesn't change. So no matter how far away we are from each other. So
yeah.
Exactly. You know your style, so you can always be joining on the stage and do stuff, magic.
Exactly.
You don't have to rehearse and rehearse and rehearse. You can do
not
it.
anymore. No.
There's so many stupid little jokes that we have within what we do, that I know that when we're on stage we'll do the stupid faces at each other, or we'll do the it just doesn't change. and you know, so, or we'll probably practice it in private and we'll get together and we're like, oh my god, I did the same thing too.
we'll have like the exact same like beginning and second track or something for a new set. Or
that happened recently. We were like trying to put together a set for something, and then Vince flew up here and we're getting it together. We're like, okay, what tracks have you got? What tracks have I got? We put them together and we're like, no fucking way. Like, no way. The same, like, and this is like all of them, like how did that happen? Like, that's just how like closely synced we are sometimes with selecting music. So that's like, it gave me faith. I was like, no matter how far away you are, we can still work together.
Yeah. That's so cool.
Yeah, and I've got, continuing on with your question, I've got 3 children. So yeah, I'm down in Melbourne building a business here and 3 kids.
Okay.
Yeah,
that's a hard job.
There's a lot. Yeah.
I've only got one. I've got one child, so
you only got one. Yeah,
only got one.
Sometimes
it's harder because I don't have the other. Like when you've got 3. I mean, obviously my daughter's been friends with Vince's kids for a long time, her whole life. But with one, sometimes you've got to be the constant entertainment, which can be challenging. Yeah.
That's why I did 2 at the time. So I got 4.
Right, yeah.
Wow.
You understand. So that's a fucking handful, man.
Yeah, the youngest one is getting 12 now, so it's getting.
Okay. Oh, you're getting the freedom stage.
It's almost done.
Yeah.
I did my part.
You have.
Yeah. But I also think that, you know, like it's important that our kids see us out still doing things and having fun, and you know, they're around us doing music and stuff all the time. So it's not like we keep it a secret from them, or, you know, we're waiting for them to go till we do it. It's like, no, it's just been a part of their life as they're growing up as well.
In 2018, I did a DJ set with dark minimal techno, and my daughter was in the crowd. That was really, really great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
That would be cool. I'm actually looking forward to the day, you know.
Yeah, it was really cool. She had her friends with her and all that. That's my dad.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, I was cool again.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like I'll do that and she'll be like, Mom, I'm hungry.
And the one on 14 also thinks it's pretty cool that I'm going to a rave next month that's illegal and it can be closed by the police and all that. Wow.
Yeah,
see, you're still cool.
Yeah, you're getting cool with that, man.
I don't know. Have you anything more you want to tell me? Because it was not long, but it was really good talk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I suppose the exciting thing is just getting the Architect records label up and running. Like, I'm really excited to, you know, start getting out there. They've got a compilation that'll be coming out, that Noise in the Hood, and yeah, seeing what tracks we get to play around with, to be honest.
Yeah. I'm really excited about that one too. I'll see if I can do anything for it.
Yeah. Give us some music to play.
Yeah, but it's a bit out of my comfort zone. But I got an old bass house act from the 90s who is going to help me. Something control. Pure One.
Awesome. Yeah, like
and
like
him on vinyl. His old stuff.
Like, but all the sounds that are coming in, like, you know, because Bass House goes across, like, you know, UK Garage and stuff now, like, and all that, like, it's all that stuff from the 90s. So all those sounds and everything is so important to be like they're getting rehashed like so much. So I don't think it's you know old. It's kind of it's cool. Yeah. Yeah.
That's how I feel about techno today. Oh, they finally found out about that sidetrains bass line, and now they're using it all over the place.
Now that's all it's used, right? And like it's like bass house now you kind of gets that kind of borderline into the dubstep as well, which is what we really like. So you know, because you're playing around at that 130, 140 BPM, so we can like kind of go between the two quite a lot, which is fun. Like,
I actually didn't thought I liked dubstep, but then I got this artist who's called AFL or After Fate Listen, and he introduced me to this not bro step he calls it, but the real dubstep.
Yeah, bro step. Yeah,
that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's it. I really like that. Yeah, yeah, and like you know, coming from Australia too, there's like a particular sound that comes out of here as well. Like there's been a lot of artists that come up from this mid-north coast area. It's kind of like because it's kind of the doof capital, like the east coast of Australia, I suppose, for all the parties. So a lot of artists come out of this area. So yeah, so there's a good sound coming out in the mixes between the two.
Yeah, but you really got a big electronic scene, because I'd only know about the sidetrains part of it and something about the jacking house scene down there. But the sidetrain has also fostered really, really many acts down from Australia. It's really your electronic scene.
Yeah,
sidetrains has always been popular.
Yeah, sidetrains is what we started on when we were teenagers.
Yeah, sidetrains. Well, we were listening to Breaks.
Breaks was our big one.
And then when we moved to Sydney, we were right into German minimal tech.
Oh, minimal, absolutely huge. This is like, you know,
that was like the early 2000s.
Yeah. We loved all the Trent Muller and the, you know, Booker Shades and all that kind of stuff.
Claude Von Stroke.
Yeah, Claude Von Stroke, obviously huge, Dirty Bird, mate, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Trent Muller and all that. He was #1 selling in Denmark. So on the official.
I saw him last year actually in Hobart for the Dark Mofo Festival.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, but it was with him and with his band, so it wasn't like it wasn't.
No, I also saw him DJ once, and it was not Trent Muller.
Yeah, exactly.
I was really disappointed.
Same. We were too. It was good though. It was so good.
And all that and what?
Yeah, I know. I was like, oh, I just really wanted to hear the old Vamped album, really.
Yep.
Yeah, but that's like, you know, we've got all of those different genres up our belt that sometimes we still like chuck a few things in there that sound like that or that are that track sometimes, just to see if anyone in the crowd will get it.
Yeah.
Test everyone's age.
But yeah, I'm looking forward to that, to come back to that architect thing, because I know there's people behind it and a lot of work is getting done now. Making tracks, and I think it will explode.
Yeah, we're excited. It'll be fun. Don't know what 2025's got in store for us.
He got the network to get it out. So yes,
it does help. It does definitely help, that's for sure.
It's all about network unless you got money.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, and obviously
I'm not investing my house in the music business, that's for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, and to get the chicks up there too. We're happy to represent the chicks.
Yeah, for sure. And doing it right.
Yeah. No, don't be a token, but we actually want to be like, yeah, cool, we're respected a little bit, which would be good. Yeah.
So I think we'll wrap it up here. It was so nice to have you girls here. That was fucking awesome.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks so much for having us.
To get all your links up, and we get an article out about you. So
all right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. See you.